self. Then today we are going to discuss what kind of the precaution you have to take if you are interested or if you want to file your return by yourself. So today that we are going to discuss, and if you have any question related to income tax return filing XYZ, then we can discuss what is the your issue, and let me try to answer your question. So first of all, whatever you have the ITR, यहाँ पर you need to know your ITR. What is your ITR? मतलब कि whatever the subject or content written in income tax return form, that we have to understand. Any line, any information that the income tax department is asking, so what is the meaning of that meaning, that content? Like just I'm taking the one example of medical insurance. Suppose that my father has taken the medical insurance, or whether I can claim as a deduction or my father can claim a deduction. So as per income tax department is saying, any person who is making payment of medical insurance, only that person is eligible to take the deduction. It means my father has paid the premium, so I cannot take the deduction. Only my father can allow, my father is allowed to take the income tax deduction for medical insurance. So there are lots of the things where we have to understand in which scenario, in which circumstances, what kind of the expenditure, what kind of the investment, what kind of the issues we can claim as a deduction or we can claim as a income. Suppose that you have received some money in online platform. Today we are lots of the person is playing the online game, whether it is the Dream 11 or Rummy XY. There are lots of online platform game. They are providing prize money. So if you have earned some money like 5,000, 10,000, if you have 500, 200, 500, doesn't matter. But when you have earned 5,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 5 lakh rupees, then it's a matter. Then whether that amount has to disclose or not. And if it has to disclose, so what is the rate of rate of income tax? So that we have to understand today. So today we are going to discuss how we have to file ITR by self, and definitely you have the any question answer we will discuss at the end of session. So today's session I have divided into 3 to 4 step, or you can say milestone. One is the knowledge, second is the document, and last one the feed information. First of all, if you want to file your return by yourself, you have to understand, you must have some knowledge related to your income tax return, whether what kind of the income has to report to income tax department, whether I can claim deduction or not, whether lottery income that I have discussed just 2 minutes back, I have earned some money on online platform, so whether I have to disclose or not. So this kind of this is the knowledge. And documentation. Suppose that I have each kind of the knowledge, now I want to file. So what kind of the document is required? That we will discuss in the 5 to 10 minutes in the detailed structure. Document like I must have PAN, I must have Aadhaar, I must have some contact number, I must have the bank detail. That is the basic requirement to file ITR. Again, after basic requirement, we have to provide the information related to income. This income can be business income, this income can be a house property income, this income can be salary income. So any kind of income, we must have the documentation. Suppose that I'm doing job, so definitely my employer has deducted some tax on my salary, so they will provide form 16 to me. So I must have the form 16. I have some FD and I'm earning some interest, so that I have to collect the TDS certificate from bank, or I have to tally with the 26S. That we will discuss at a later stage. And last one, once you have the knowledge, you have the document, then you have to feed information in prescribed ITR form, that is the prescribed by Income Tax Department or Government of India. Okay, so that we have to fit the information like basic information, income information, deduction information, and bank information. And after that, just we have to click to file. Then once you have filled information, so I will suggest as you are filing by yourself, then you have to verify whether all information provided by you is correct or not. Suppose that your salary income was only 15 lakh rupees, and due to typing you have typed around 15 lakhs 50,000 ho gaya hai. Yeah, it's become the 14,000 rupees. So if income has been is not matching, or your deduction is 1,20,000, but we have put it 1,50,000. There is some kind of the mistake. So it is my advice to you. Once you have filled information in ITR, then before uploading, you have to verify whatever the information you are giving to government, whether it's correct or not. Re-verify 1 time, 2 time, and 3 times. Then upload. After that, just you have to upload and e-verify. This is the whole and sole step where you can find your return by yourself. So every step we will discuss in the detail structure, in detail, so you can understand. And if you have any question, you can raise your hand. Now, first it's come knowledge. Okay, what kind of the knowledge you require to file income tax return? The first knowledge is which ITR form has to file, like ITR 1, ITR 2, ITR 3, ITR 4, whether as an individual can I file ITR 5, 6, 7 or not. So as being the individual, we can file only ITR 1, 2, 3 or 4, nothing else. Apart from that, there is no form is applicable for individual. Individual means you and me. If I have the partnership form, I have the private limited, so definitely I will file ITR 5, 6 or 7, but I will not file ITR 1, 2 and 3. So that we have to understand. Then income source. So knowledge, as I have told to you, you are earning some income from the online platform, online gaming site, and you have earned income from that particular site. So that is your income from other source. So that you have to understand how many income source you have during the year. Like one can be salary, and another can be house property income. Might be possible you have the some business or consultancy. You are selling the goods on e-commerce site, whether it is the Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho or XYZ, any site where, or you have the own website where you are selling your product or services through your website, and you are providing some consultancy or you are providing some tuition. So whatever the income you have, you must understand that this income will go in which source, whether it will come in salary head, whether it come in house property head, whether it will come in PGBP, whether it will come in capital gain, or whether it will come in the income from other source. Suppose that I have income from salary, or I have mentioned each and every information, 15 lakh rupees as a salary in income from other source. Whether I am able to get the deduction of HRA? No. Whether I am able to get the deduction of a standard deduction, that is the 50,000? No. So what is the meaning? Meaning is that I have the income of the 15 lakh rupees as a salary, and I have put it into income from other source. So I'm not able to get the benefit of the HRA. I'm not able to get the benefit of a standard deduction, and I'm not able to get any other deduction. So that is the one mistake, that you will lose your income tax. You will lose your income tax, and that it will means you have to pay the more income tax. One thing. Another thing, might be possible income tax department can send notice to you, you have the income under head of income from salary, but this year you have filed return and there is no income under the head of the salary. Okay, then you can give the explanation to income tax department. Sir, due to some mistake, I have filed my return, I have disclosed my income in income from other source. So please rectify and I have not escaped. So that you can give the explanation to Government of India or Income Tax Department. That's another part. But definitely you will get the notice, and for reply of the notice, you have to take the help of the any professional, so that it will create the problem to you. So whatever you have the source of income, you must have to understand how much source of income you have, whether salary income, it can be house property income, income from bank interest, saving interest, in any kind of the interest, that is the income from other source. Or once you have sold any house, or you have sold mutual fund or equity share, then it will come the income from capital gain. So you must be aware about the income source, how much income source you have. And tax planning, suppose that you have not provided the whole information to your office where you are working. Suppose that I have invested into insurance, that is the 1 lakh rupees, 1,50,000, but 50,000 has been invested on 30th March or 31st March, or you can say 15th March. But my office has deducted whole tax in the month of the January, February, or maximum in the March. Okay, that I have not provided information to my office. So once I am filing my return, so whether I can increase my deduction from 1 lakh to 1,50,000, that definitely you can do. That you have to understand. If any information or any source of income that where you can take the some deduction, you can take the some exemption that you have not earlier you have not taken, or earlier uh, uh, opposition party has not given the such kind of the exemption deduction, that now you can allow, you can take. So that you have to understand, during the filing of ITR, you can make the tax planning, or you can save your tax. So that you have to understand as the knowledge. So in the knowledge, you have to understand which ITR form is applicable to you, what is the income source, and definitely tax planning, how you can save your income. The salary income, suppose that you have the salary income and you have the one house property, and you have the saving, you have the interest on the saving account or FD account, then you can file only ITR 1. You have, it means you have the salary income, one house property, and interest only on the bank, then you can file the ITR 1. If your income is the 50 lakhs, above the 50 lakh rupees, then you are not eligible to file the ITR 1, that you have to file ITR 2, because in the ITR 2, you have to provide information related to your asset and liability, where you have to disclose how many car you have, how many house property you have, how much you have the jewelry, how much you have the investment in any insurance, mutual fund, share, or anywhere, whether you have the any account outside India, that you have to provide the information. So once your income is above 50 lakh rupees, then you are not eligible to file ITR 1, you have to file only ITR 2. Saving income ये होता है, you have the income from bank on saving or FD. In spite of that, your income is exceeding 50 lakh rupees, you have to file ITR 2. But suppose that your income is less than 50 lakh rupees in a per annum, but you have the one house property, you have the saving income, but you are the director or shareholder in any private limited. Again, you cannot file ITR 1. If you have filed ITR 1, then it will create the problem for you. Once income tax department will get the information, you are director or shareholder in any private limited, or you have filed in the ITR 1, then they can impose some penalty on you. Reason is that in ITR 1, there is no column to disclose this kind of the information, whether you are director or shareholder in any company. So that you have to show in ITR 2, I am director of ABC Private Limited. I am also owning shareholding of 10%, 20%, 50%, 60%. Whatever the percentage you have the of the ownership of the shareholder, you have to disclose. So once you have the income of less than 50 lakhs rupees, in spite of that, if you are the director or shareholder in any private limited company, then you have to file only ITR 2. again your income is less than 50 lakh rupees, but you have the more than one house property. It can be rental income or it cannot be rental income. So your income is less than 50 lakh rupees, but you have the 2, 3, 4, 5 house property, whether you have let out or not let out, there is no difference, because income tax department has given the one exemption to you. If you have the 2 house property, there will be no tax, but you have the more than 2 house property, then income tax department giving option to you, choose 2 property out of 3 as a self occupied, and whatever the left property is balanced, or you can say the third property will be taxed if it has been let out. So what will be the rental value? So according to that, they will charge, and it is called deemed let out. In reality, it is not a let out, but it is supposed if you have let out to anyone, so what will be the fair market value of rental, and according to fair market rental value, income tax department will charge income on you. So if you have three house, 4 house, 5 house, and even you have not let out, in spite of that, you have to show the rental income, and you have to pay the taxes. That you have to understand. And saving income, again you have to file ITR2, because in ITR1 you can file you can file you can give the information related to only one house property, not more than one house property. So if you have more than 1, 2, 3, 4 house property, you have to file ITR2. Again your income is the 50 lakh rupees. You have only one house property. You have the saving income, but you have the capital gain, like you have you have sold some mutual fund, you have sold some capital share, or you have the another house property or land or gold you have sold out, and you have earned some capital gain. In that scenario, you cannot file ITR1, only you can file ITR2. That you have to understand in which situation or scenario I can file ITR1 or ITR2. My salary income is again 50 lakh, less than 50 lakh rupees. I have the one house property, I have the saving interest, but I have any business income or commission income. Suppose that in the today's scenario, lots of the person is doing the online shopping, online business, like I have purchased some electronic goods or any kind of the stuff, and I'm selling on online. So whatever the income is coming from that online portal is called business income. In that scenario, whether I can file ITR1, no. Whether I can file ITR2, no. Then I have to choose ITR3 or ITR4. That it will depend what kind of the information I have to again file. So it means I have the salary income as well the business income, then ITR1 and 2 is not eligible for me. Then I have to choose ITR3 or I have to choose ITR4. That you have to understand which form is the relevant for you. In the next topic, we will discuss how you have to choose the financial instrument. Now, I'm not saying today's session is in depth. We have the lots of things that we have to discuss today. Okay. Yeah. Second, we have the topic documentation. If you have the whole information, like what kind of the income you have, source of income you understand, what kind of the form ITR you have to file, that you have to understand, and how you have to make the tax planning, that you have the whole information. Then you need the documentation before filing, before feeding information. You need some documentation, you need some document before filing ITR. First, form 16A, your PAN, your Aadhaar, contact and bank detail. In contact, address, email ID and phone number. Whatever the information you have to collect each and every one. Suppose that you will say, hey, Manish, you are talking the PAN, Aadhaar, contact. If I am filing myself, so I know each and everything. Definitely you know each and everything. So it is the better thing, just keep in front of you, whether you can take the printout or you can keep in the mobile or laptop, so you can verify easily. Then you have to download 26AS and AIS, that is the annual information system. where all information related to your financial transaction is covered. In 26 years, if anybody has deducted tax on your income, whether on salary, whether on commission income, whether on the business income or FD income. So income tax department is showing the information in 26 years. So before feeding information, you have to download or you have to take the printout of the 26 years, or I will suggest take the information, take printout of AIS that you can reconcile. Suppose that your income is income from salary in 26 years is coming 16 lakh rupees, and in AIS if it is coming 19 lakh rupees or 14 lakh rupees. So first of all you have to rectify your AIS information. Reason is that income tax department can inquiry your income is only 16 lakh rupees in 26 years, and as per annual information it is the 20 lakh rupees. It means you are some escaping 4 lakh rupees income. So I will suggest before feeding information, before filing your ITR, you have to take the printout of 26 years. You have to take the printout of AIS that is also available in on your income tax portal. Both you have to take the printout or you can download, then reconcile whether it is the matching or not. Whatever the interest on the saving account, that also comes in the AIS. If you have sold any share, mutual fund or any house property, that all information will come into AIS. And maybe might be possible you will say, Manish, when I have sold my land, I have sold my flat, how government of India will aware? So when you have sold or you have purchased any house property, land or anything mutual fund, so just I am taking the example of the land and house property. In the registry office, you have to do the biometrics. You have provided your income tax department. The each and every registrar of the property has the information related to you, Aadhaar, PAN, and all information is provided to RBI as well as the income tax department. And income tax department, they punch whatever the information related to your PAN, whatever the information related to your biometrics, because your biometrics is attached with your Aadhaar. Aadhaar is also taken at the time of the registration, and Aadhaar is attached with the income tax department. So you cannot deny, sir, this is, I am not sold out. If it is showing in AIS and in real you have not sold out, then you have to choose in AIS. There is the one option whether it is related to you or not. You have to deny if this income or this information is not relevant to me, it is not related to me, then income tax department issue notice to you. It's okay, I have the some proof where in the registry office this date you have biometrics, I have the information. So you have to defend yourself. Sir, this is not my, whatever that is the long process. Today we are not going to discuss, but whatever the information is coming in AIS or 26 AS, if it is not relevant to you, it is not related to you, then I will suggest you have to deny. Otherwise it will create problem for you. If you have not denied, then income tax department will understand it is your income, and on whole income they can levy income tax. Once you have not filed, then they can levy income tax as well as the interest as well as the penalty. Then reconcile whatever the inflow has come into your bank. Suppose that you have the salary, you have the only salary income, that you can say the 20 lakh rupees per annum, and your employer has deducted approx 2 lakhs 50,000 as a income tax deduction. The total amount 20 minus 2.5, and you can assume 1 lakh rupees as a PPF of your employer has deducted. So approx 16.5 has reflected into bank's of account. Okay, but in your bank it's reflecting 40 lakh rupees. So income tax department can ask question to you, your income is only 20 lakh rupees, but in your inflow, in your account, it's showing 45 lakh rupees. Then you can give the explanation, sir, my income is the 20 lakh rupees, in which I have paid the 2.5 lakh rupees as a income tax, 1 lakh rupees as the PPF is conducted. So 16.5 is related to me. That is my income, that is my salary income. And I have taken 30 lakh rupees as a loan to make the house property, or to, that is my personal loan, or any kind of the loan. That is the 16.5 plus 30, that's become the 46.45. So before filing your return, you have to reconcile, see how much amount you have received in your bank and how much amount is reflecting to AIs. If both are the matching, suppose that my salary is the 20 lakh rupees, or I have received 16.5, or it's also showing in the 26 days 20 lakh rupees, then there is no problem. But my bank account is showing more amount, then I have to understand when income tax department will ask question after 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 year, 5 year, then how I have to make the reply, because after 5 year might be possible you're not in position to recall. So it is the best thing. Today you have to make the reconciliation in the Excel, in your diary, or whatever the location place you want to keep your storage. So if income tax department asks question after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, because income tax department can raise notice to you up to 8 years. So whenever they will ask, just you can put your information, sir, it is the loan, or I have taken already I have given the loan in the earlier 2 and 3 or 4 year back. Now they have returned to me. So this kind of the information you can make. Then here I have, first we have seen the knowledge, then documentation. After that, you have to feed. You have to feed all information, because you have the knowledge which ITR form you have to choose, what kind of the information you have to put. When once you have the fitted, then audit your ITR whether all information provided by you is correct or not, whether you have claimed the more deduction or not, whether you have whether there is need to make the some tax planning or not. Suppose that you have paid the medical insurance, but right now आपके दिमाग से निकल गया, तो you have not put it that information. But when you are doing the reconciliation with your bank account, your credit card, then, अरे यार, I have paid the one insurance premium, so that I have not filed in the 80D. So I am saying reconcile with your inflow or outflow. Then you can put information 80D में अगर if you put it amount of the 25,000, so what will happen, 25 का 30%, approx 8,000 you can make deduction, or you can make the you can save your money. So it is the tax planning, because you have already make the investment, just you have to disclose. If you have not disclosed, then government will not return to you, because even government is aware, if you have not provided information, government will not return to you. So after feeding information, you have to do the audit and see whether you have disclosed each and every income or not, whether it is the house property income, capital gain income, business income, income from any other source, or salary income, whatever the income, you have to show you have to disclose each kind of the income. So now you have any question you can ask, and Samanaji, you can stop live